You're watching Rain Knight Gaming.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rain Knight Gaming. I'm Rain Knight, and we continue on with more 10-minute testing Purple Week. This is our third video in the Purple series, I guess you could call it. And today we are going to go over White Purple. This is, you're going to be doing blockers. This one I decided to go a little bit more high-end instead of the other ones, which are a little more rushy. This one's got a lot more things at the back end of it. So this should be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. Hopefully you go down, like, subscribe, go watch the other ones if you haven't watched those. And I wanted to put together another video of just all the builds all of you are coming up with. So if you guys go to my Discord and go into the meta section and just post that it's your purple build, and I'll collect them, and then I can make a big video just showing off all of your creations. But let's jump right into purple white blocker, or white purple blocker, however you want to say it. So you can see, like, we aren't playing as much early game, so we get more fours, and then we've got our bigger top end stuff. So I did put some of the mobile workers in there just because I want to try them. I don't know how good they're going to be without maybe the set makes them better. I don't know, but I wanted to put them in here just to try them out. Obviously, your Zoworts, you got to play them. They're really good. And it's really good for that stally type strategy. And then, of course, we've got our gem. Any 2/1/2/2s are gems to me. Lfrith, more blockers. And then, the 4/3, the 3/2/4/3s, it's kind of like how everything has a gem. Everything has one of your vanillas that's a 4/3. So you got to put those in there just because their stat line is so fantastic. Then we get our Barbatos second form. This thing's really great. I cut it back to 3 just because I didn't want to pull a ton of them, because you only have 4 pilots for 2 mechs, I guess, 2 Gundams, and so it's kind of hard to actually get them on there. So I wanted to just put 3 in there and then sell out for the bigger one, I guess. I don't know. One of my favorite white cards, Sword Strike Gundam. This thing's crazy. Super fun. I play it in my deck that I'm playing right now. Awesome card. Helps you control that game a little bit more. Then we're getting up into 5s. We got Aile, another blocker, another bounce. Good card. Then we got Barbatos, the 4th form. Has suppression, not supremacy. If you watch the last one, you'll get that joke. This card's crazy. I think actually when the set comes out more, this thing's going to get even gnarlier. So really, really cool. And then I also put in there some Freedom Gundams, just because I wanted a little bit more high-end blockers. I did have one build where I had a Justice Gundam, but I'm not that familiar with Justice Gundam, so I took him out. Then we go into our bases. Of course, you gotta have Archangel and my bouncing base. This is also played in my other deck, so this just lets you bounce 3 or less HP units. It's super good for stalling out that game a little bit longer. Pilots, and we've got to play the Kira, got to play the new pilot, but we do get 2 more pilots with Hyakuren and Endymion. And that's going to go great with like our Sword Strike or something like that, or just any pilot we want to put on stuff. Of course, Striker Pack is awesome. It just gives you all kinds of different units, and we're trying out Fatal Strike as well. We're just going to be going against a Heroic Beginnings deck. I'm not that familiar with Alice decks too much, and I just wanted to go against something a little easier. Because it's all about just playing the cards, seeing what they do, and figuring out, how's your build, how are you getting through stuff. This is just kind of a nice short video for that kind of stuff. If you guys want to see longer form videos, let me know. I did do a 20-minute testing, working title, with Coach from the One Punch podcast. Check it out, where we went more in depth. And if you guys want to see another one of those, I am more than happy to give him a call and put one together. Okay, opening up here, we did get a Zowort, and we did get pilots, so I'm just going to keep this. We've got a 2 and 3 base, and we got pilots. I'm pretty happy with that. We're not going to put anything out right away, just because we don't want to burn that EX resource too early. We're going to put him out there now and just pass turn. A whole bunch of riveting gameplay. He does get a little bit of flood out here. I think the number 1 was a little bit faster of a deck than a lot of people thought were going to when it first came out. I think a lot of the decks tend to be a little rushy. Let's see. We've got 4 now. Probably want to just use 3. So we're just going to go boom and boom. Just kind of keep up with him on units. So that we are not going to block because it wouldn't kill it. We will block if he attacks with this though. Oh, that we are not going to block as well. Simply because it would not die. Will it attack with Gem? Yes, it will. And we're going to go ahead and block that. So pretty bad turn for us. And he puts out way more blockers. This is you don't see many trainers anymore just because that 1/1 blocker turned out not to be as good as we thought it was going to be. I think we're just going to go into Sword Strike here. Yeah. So Sword Strike is going to be able to do some work for us, hopefully. I'm going to swing into this, I believe. Do I want to do that, or do I want to attack him right there? Let's see. When paired, that's just going to make me do an extra damage for 5. So 4, drop down to 5. No, we don't want to do that. Let's see, we could just swing into here and die, but bounce one of these. Swing into here, bounce one of these, it's probably going to block. Probably going to do that because he's probably going to block anyway. But actually, I'm going to do this first. Try to clear one of those blocks. Oh, he does not block. That's good. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to swing into base. He is going to block. So, put it on. And then bounce. Yeah. Let's see what he does. Blocks that one. Okay, now we just have one more. Get rid of. Let's see, if I put damage on him, he'll kill him next turn. I think I'm just going to swing it. I don't know if that's the best play, but we're working with it. He does not get a link pair. That's excellent. Let's see, he's down to killable range for this guy right now, which is going to be pretty awesome. Let's see, I could hit in here. He's just going to hit for a couple damage. I actually am going to do that. Actually. So we're going to hit here. We're going to do Kira. We're going to do our bounce. And then we still live with 1 more HP. And we need to get a base out there, I believe. Yeah, let's get a base out here. And we see we don't have a blocker, so we can't restand. But we can go ahead and put him out here. Put a pilot on him. We're going to ping ourselves. We're going to ping one of them. And then we'll just go ahead and clear. Bam. And bye-bye. We really didn't need that power boost, but we needed the link. We don't want to spend any more, so we're going to be turn level 7 next turn. Ooh, a little pop to kill my dude. He did good work, though. He did a lot of stuff. He didn't do too much. So he's going to be able to clear this for free, basically, just because he's not going to die. What's this guy do again? 1 target with level 3. So I can't really do anything with him as of yet. But we may want to just put him out here. No, we won't put him out here. Do I want to link? Then I can just pop one of these. That's not a link, so I'm not going to. So actually, I'm going to do this. Let's try this out. We're going to clear here. Then we'll hit here. Hit ourselves. Hit here. It takes out another dude. There we go. We're able to clear off, and he is just about out of cards entirely. So that's really good. And we're going to be able to kill that thing next turn. So that's very helpful. Or the question is, do we want to just kill the base? I think we do. We do want to kill that base. Because he's probably going to swing into here. Probably just to clear this dude off of here. And we're just going to load up right here to get that. This is why I don't really care for these too much, without having something to give it an attack. It's kind of worthless. So let's see if it can shine for any reason. We did get one of these babies, and we are going to go Sword Strike, just because if we block here, I want to be able to kill that. Let's see, this is a 2/3, so we can go ahead and we can clear that one. We're just playing a little bit of board control here, just because we're all out of cards, but I have 3 units, he has 2 units, and of course he rests my blocker, but we're going to be able to swing into that here in a sec. So, well, let's see what we get here. You always want to kind of do the stuff that draws you cards first. Kira's good. Okay, that's something. Let's go ahead. We'll put him on here. Bam. And we'll just hit in here. I should have just hit in here. I'm so stupid sometimes. But we're just going to go and get rid of that. And, oh, we couldn't bounce it. Oh, man, I'm just playing bad. You think I wouldn't have played this card before. Probably should have just hit into here and taken his thing down. Well, no, he still would have died, so I'm actually okay with that. Hit there. So that clears those off. He'll probably clear here next turn, but we are still up a little bit. Although he has 2 cards now, and we've got this crappy card right here. Oh, that's not good. This is a little better, so we're going to be able to boost him up this next turn, but that blocker is going to be a pain in the cookies. I actually am thinking about not attacking this turn. He's just going to die, so I'm actually not going to attack. Is it a bad idea? Maybe. He does clear him for free, which kind of sucks. But we do have a little opening here. We could go to the base. We could do a lot of things. This is on pair. So let's do this. This is probably a bad idea, but we're going to do it anyway. There. We're going to pair. So we bounce. And then we do 1 damage to him. And 1 damage to him. And then we're not going to swing because I can't clear that, and he's just going to get attacked next turn. So put that back. We actually didn't do anything good there. That didn't work out bad. For this, yeah, I probably want to block that just because it will kill it. So block. Yes, hello Zelda. Okay, striker pack. Very good to get again. Probably just going to swing here now because I've lost enough time, and I'd rather just get that thing to die since it has a pilot on it. We're going to go ahead, get our striker out here, and just keep up with 4 so we can trade with things a little easier. Zowort's good. Okay, we're going to go ahead. He'll block probably. Yep. But we still live. Drop the Zowort. And we keep moving. This has been a slobber knocker. Oh, of course. Of course he has that. At least these 2 will trade. And ooh, yeah, we got our big boy. We can't attack, so let's go ahead and pass. When he attacks in, we are going to block with Justice. Yeah, we'll block with Justice. Because he lives, and so we have a little bit more health. Okay, we do not want to use that base because it has no actual effect yet, but we could use the card draw. I'm actually going to use it for the card draw, just because I need cards. That helps quite a bit. So we'll go ahead and click here, and then we'll ding. No. Oh, they don't have a guy. That's one thing with this card. If you don't have an opponent have a card, or your opponent doesn't have a card, you don't actually get the pinging effect, which is kind of interesting. Okay, go ahead and finally clear this base. We still have a blocker to protect him if he does get a link pair out. Let's see, he is 3 and choosing 3, so we can't do anything with him. So we'll just go ahead and tap in here. I don't really need him out there yet, so we'll keep on rolling. Okay. He does live, which sucks. I was hoping he would die this next turn. Oh, he gets to heal himself full. That's probably not the best move in him part, but he is fully healed. Ooh, we've got our big boy. We can't really do anything with him yet, but he is big. We have to ding ourselves again. Let's see. I think I will just hit in because it opens up for lethal next turn. And if he doesn't open a blocker, we're gold. Let's see. So he's able to trade there, but why don't we just do that to be funny? And we go ahead and swing in game. Okay. let's do a reload, and we'll go against Rush. Why not? Well, let's bounce it up a bit. We'll go against a hard deck. We've learned a little bit more what the cards do, so now we can see if we can actually compete with anything decent, because that game was entirely too close. This is pretty decent. I've got 2 good starters here. A little bit too much a high end, but not too terrible. We're gonna pop out a gem, and then we keep rolling. Let's see. He gets his normal big opening. We're gonna go ahead and pop him out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and swing because he's going to trade here. We'll block, so we can't trade here. That's my idea. So he swings in there. I'm actually going to just let that happen. And then I'm guessing he swings the base. I'm actually going to let that happen as well. It's simply because he didn't get anything out of that. I still have a blocker that's full health. So trying it out. Let's go ahead and get another blocker out there. And then we can clear this base. And let's see, do we want to use anything else? We could go ahead and pop him out there. Yeah, that's it. We want the board advantage, especially against a big thing like this. I'm going to keep him up as a blocker, just because we kind of need the bodies. That one will trade, so we'll just go ahead and let that happen. And then, yeah, really like that. Let's see, this one we are going to block here. And then when he swings with this one, oh, we were going to block there, but he does get to live. That kind of sucks. Okay, big turn here. Big turn. Big money. Big money. Okay, we get our boy out here. So this is nice because we're going to basically hit in for free. We're only going to take 1 damage. Get to destroy that. Yeah. We can't do much to the base simply because he has no boosting effect. That's one kind of negative for this card. Right now, it's only got so many ways of actually taking that damage, which was really dumb of the computer to do there. But, you know, that kind of stuff happens. Okay, we can go ahead and I think we're just going to continue. Yeah, who do we want to bounce? I'm going to bounce him? Well, he's going to eat a choose another damage. But he's a 3, so let's go ahead and bounce. And we get to clear the base. And this is going to let us go in right here. We have 5, so I'm going to go ahead and put Aile out there as another blocker. Aile? No. Aile strike. Let's see, this will not kill him, so okay. I see what he's trying to do. He's probably trying to make it so he can go right through, but I'm actually going to block here. So we're building up a pretty good board. Our bouncing effects have really been doing good work. Let's see now. Oh, we got another one right there. Let's go ahead. We're going to attack in because we have no other option. And then that doesn't do anything this turn. Let's go ahead and send him back. Boom. And then did we just win? No, we don't win here. It's close though. Let's see, go ahead and move there. I'm actually going to not attack here. I want to keep the blocker, and plus I'm not going to be able to kill him. I could give him something there. So actually we're just going to load up 4, 6, 1 damage to something. Everything has so much damage. We'll put 1 on him. And then we'll put him out there. Oh, I'm so stupid. I should have put him out there, then him out there. You know, with these pinging effects, you gotta really, you know, try to do things in the correct order. Live and learn. All of us learn at the different speeds, and I learn at the slowest speed. Let's see. This will die. This will die. We're just gonna let that happen. Obviously, I guess we could have blocked here. That probably would have been better. But he's gonna attack with this anyway, so we'll get this block. Yeah, we're definitely blocking that. Boom. And we keep our sword strike, which now dies. Let's see, do I want to? No, because these 2 are going to trade. There. Now, let's see. We can't get any... Yes, we can get damage on him. Boom. That gives us suppression. Bam. Oh, but he popped the base. Although it did take care of both. So we can't yet win. Let's see. Now we can clear the base, or get close. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna keep my blocker up. Use him. And there. So I'd like to keep him up just because he's one of my larger dudes right now. But he is injured. And he only has things, so I'm actually going to let that happen. Yeah. He's gonna live anyway. Oh, he finally popped a pilot. That's lucky. High maneuver, couldn't do anything there. But he's kind of fighting a losing battle here just because we kind of have the nuts going on now. But we'll go ahead, use this just to have used it, and we'll pop him. Why not? That's why that card is really good against rush decks. So we're going to swing in here and then finish him off with Barbatos. Bam. There we go. Super fun deck. There's definitely some room for improvement in the deck, I think, and definitely a lot of room improvement in me playing that deck. But again, this is all just good fun to try to learn these cards, and you're going to have to do a lot of reps like this where you're just trying different stuff, and just learning things as you go. But hey, hope you guys are enjoying the series. I hope you go down, like, subscribe down below, go over to my Discord, say hi to me there. Really love it when that happens. But you guys know what I always say. If you stay ready, you may not to get. See you next time.